Hey, thanks for tuning in to MotoHead. I've got all the valve adjustments done. Okay, I'm within spec. Barely within spec on the intake. The intake is at 0.10 to 0.15 millimeters. The exhaust, 0.22 to 0.27. On the exhaust, I'm right there, 2.3, 2.24 on both those on the exhaust. And that's where I have the gauge right now. Okay, and on the intake, 0.15, 0.15. One was really tight, almost like it didn't fit on the right side, and the left side was about right. So that's where I'm at. I don't need to make any valve adjustments right now, okay? But I'm going to show you a little bit about what I did and how I ran the feeler gauge so you guys will have an easier time. When you're running the feeler gauge, from my experience, it was better to go from left to right. You know, and I got it right in there. You can see it, okay? And, you know, it's pretty tight fit, and I had to bend the gauge just a little bit to get it to kind of go around in there, okay? And then, you know, and then on this side, this side was a 2.4, but I'm going to show you on a 2.3 how I can get it in there, okay? That's a 2.3, okay, I'll go up to a 2.4, it can fit, okay, and then on the intake side, I'm going to grab a 0.15 millimeter. And I'm going to show you how I did the intake, engaging the intake. So basically, here, right up against the cam. Look, that one just, you know, if I keep trying it will go, but really, I would say that was between a 0.14 and a 0.15, if you want to get technically. I called it a 0.15 because I got it in there once, but I had to kind of force it. This 0.15 on the left side, wiggle. I don't want to go. This is a true 0.15. Not perfect. See, but I got it in there. Okay. Hard to do it with one hand, guys, holding the light. See, but that's how you're doing it. It's coming in from this side. It's a tight one. There, with one hand it's really tough. But you see, there it is. Okay, and that's a true 1.5, guys. Okay, the other one, between a 1.4 and a 1.5, but I called it a 1.5. Okay, because I got it in there one time, but I might have been kind of, you know, pushing the valve down a little bit with the gauge, you know, as I was doing it. So, but I'm really happy. Okay, and that's the main thing. Here's the specs. This is what it all looks like. Your exhaust, and you can see the valves down in there with the springs. And I'm going to come over this side and then see how you can see down in there, and you're getting that gauge, you know, riding the cam, and you're getting the gauge following that cam right to where the valve is. Alright, man, well, that's it. I'm going to button it up, put it back together, and when I have to make a valve adjustment, I will make another video on doing that. So, you know, watch my removing the airbox video. That'll get you to where you need to be on the valve cover hose I took off. I had to take this hose off first to make it easier. Then I removed the valve cover, and it was a little bit of a fiddle, but I got it off pretty good. And then I pulled some wires back and kind of zip tied them out of the way. So, you know, and then I ran a rag around the, you know, the surface here and made sure it was all clean. So when I put it back together, it'll be all nice and neat. And then I'll torque the 3 bolts, basically 3 bolts that hold the valve cover on, 10 Newton meters, and get them all even, you know, in a crisscross pattern. Well, thank you very much for watching.